Happy 4th of July, America. The burgers are on the grill, the beer is in your hands, the tanks are rolling down the streets of DC.
Well,
all totally normal things that happen every single year on the 4th of July. Just completely normal.
yeah, and don't forget, the Nathan's Hot Dogs annual contest to see who can toss as many wet buns and slick hot dogs
wieners,
down their gullets.
Yeah. I hope Joey Chestnut wins again. Anyways, what's not normal is that we're doing an episode of News Dump this early in the week and on a holiday of all days. Take a break, guys. I know, we hear you loud and clear. Well, that's actually because we're packing our bags and heading over to Austin, Texas for our first ever RTX, where we will be doing another first, having a live version of our show that could be a complete train wreck. You gotta be there to see.
Could be a last.
We're also going to be selling exclusive merch and hanging out with you, the sweaty viewer who has been standing in the Texas heat all weekend. So anyways, the first news is that our live show is at 12:30 p.m. on Sunday, July 7th in Meeting Room 16 on Level 4. They told us to tell you to check the RTX app for any changes or anything, so we'd be stoked if you were there. It would be great to actually have people show up to this so that we don't look like idiots.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, of course, we also have some entertainment industry news for you this week. And while we could sit here or stand here and talk about casting, photo leaks, and announcements all damn day, let's instead start out with a story about how one actor made the most of a dangerous situation on the set of a movie from years ago. Everyone's just spilling the tea these days.
Yeah. This one doesn't have anything to do with Richard Dreyfuss or Bill Murray, thankfully, but still. And it has a positive outcome.
Now, hopefully the actor playing the lead in Jordan Peele's upcoming remake of the 1992 horror film Candyman, Yahya Abdul-Mateen, is able to work out a pretty specific clause in his contract for the movie because according to the original actor, Tony Todd, he suffered from numerous bee stings during filming. You don't say!
Makes sense.
You mean the actor who had bees all over his body for large parts of this fucking movie got stung a few times? Anyway, we say suffered because obviously no one would enjoy being stung by bees all day.
Yeah.
But thanks to a very specific deal in his contract, he probably wasn't too upset by the whole ordeal. In a recent interview, he spoke about the making of the movie, and when the bee scene was brought up, he told The Guardian, "I negotiated a bonus of $1,000 for every sting during the bee scene, and I got stung 23 times.
Making money.
Hell yeah,
getting
dude.
Stung. Doing it the right way.
Art of the fucking deal.
So yeah, it's a $20,000 or $23,000 bonus for getting stung, just 23 times.
I'd do it.
And it's not bad in my opinion.
I mean, I might have an undiagnosed bee allergy and this could kill me, but it's worth a shot.
Well, I'm sure they had on-site medical staff, so you'd be the first to know if you have something life-threatening. And
all right, take two.
Yeah.
Get a new syringe.
I gotta make some money. Get me back in there. Now, I'm not sure if he was hoping that he'd get stung more than, the 23 times. But after the first couple bee stings, I mean, who's counting? The rest is gravy, right?
Oh, geez, I fucked up another take. Let it roll again.
Put me back in.
Also, that's 10 more stings. Just mark it down.
Sir, your face is swelling very badly.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's, acting, it's not always easy.
Anyways, back in. So going forward, adjusting for inflation, the new actor, he should be, at the very least, asking for $1,800 per bee sting.
That's fair.
Yeah, I did the conversion rate.
Mm-hmm.
$1,800 today is what $1,000 was in 1991, I think I put in, because the movie came out in 92.
Yes.
So his contract was negotiated for then. But I mean, that's actually assuming that they'll do a real scene with real bees in the new Candyman. And I mean, we should also be taking into account the rapidly dwindling bee population, and that the new actor, he would be responsible for potentially causing the death of these bees that sting him, because some of them do die after they sting.
Yeah.
And that might make, it might take a mental toll on him, because it's an endangered species.
Yeah.
You don't want to be responsible
Racked
for that.
with guilt.
So I'd say bumping it up to like $2,500 per sting.
Yeah.
That gets...
Make it fair.
He breaks down the mental barriers, lets him get some stings in. A lot of fun. So hopefully he gets this sorted out before he's getting those bee stings for free, because no one should be doing that.
Yeah. Well, anyway, with that out of the way, I guess we can talk about all the new news from this somewhat short but still pretty eventful week, starting with arguably the biggest news. They have already started casting for the live-action Little Mermaid film, because Disney doesn't seem to realize that they only have a finite number of truly animated classics that they can dig into for the live-action versions for the modern era before they just started having to remake the remakes, or start remaking the duds. Bed knobs and broomsticks. You asked for it, you got it.
Fox and the Hound, here it comes.
Not that this isn't working out fairly well for them, but seriously, how long before they just give up and make a live-action version of, like, fucking Toy Story or some shit?
What that would be.
That looks like a really fancy porn.
It'd be like a really weird Uncanny Valley, the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, according to various reports, 2 of the most vital roles in The Little Mermaid have been cast. And let's start out with the biggest role, Ariel. Ariel will be played by a YouTuber.
Yeah.
We did it. Technically.
Yeah.
The woman playing Ariel is named Halle Bailey. Whoops. I just made the mistake everyone made.
On Twitter, yeah.
Halle Bailey. And she's one half of a group called Chloe X Halle, who got their start on YouTube before signing to a record label. It should come as no surprise that people online were immediately frustrated and upset by this casting news because, well, she's clearly not an actual mermaid.
What the hell's
She
going
has
on?
2 legs connected to that torso.
Sad. You hate to see it.
Yeah.
And people were justifiably upset. I saw so many angry emojis.
Oh, now we're leg-washing mermaids?
There's so many angry emojis and so many people asking what the fuck or why the fuck.
So many 35-year-old men who are apparently huge fans of the Little Mermaid franchise and the lore and, you know, preserving it.
They were very angry.
Very upset about this casting.
Yeah. And I can only assume it's because she's not a mermaid.
Yeah. That's got to be it.
Yeah. Anything else would be racist.
Yeah, it would, wouldn't it? Anyway, people are just going to accept the fact that, you know, she's human, and she's going to just have to do her best to act as though she has a tail for at least half the movie.
But that's acting, baby.
And as far as the rest of the cast, it's been pretty much confirmed that Melissa McCarthy will be playing the role of Ursula, despite the fact that the role should be clearly performed by Lizzo, who not only has a fantastic singing voice, but also released her own audition tape for the role of Ursula on Twitter. I love Lizzo.
This is it's amazing.
Lizzo she is a gift.
Yes, and she should play Ursula.
She should.
It's not too late, Disney. It's not too late. She clearly wants the role. She has a fantastic voice.
Yeah. Well, hopefully the casting directors can make a last-minute change and give her the role that she's so eager to take on. I mean, it's not like Melissa McCarthy's hurting for roles. She's in like 10 movies a year.
Yeah. And
she can spare one.
I'm sure that she can maybe sing. I haven't heard it, but I've heard Lizzo sing, and I know she can. And she fucking went there with the audition tape. She did full makeup.
Yeah.
Everything.
And she can play the flute.
There you go. The other big news this week comes in the form of directors landing some pretty big projects. It was announced on Wednesday of this week that Amazon Prime's Lord of the Rings series has found its director, at least for the first 2 episodes. That person is J.A. Bayona, and he's most famous for his films like The Orphanage, but he also directed Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. So you win some, you lose some. Maybe not his fault that Fallen Kingdom wasn't
literally
that great.
forgot that movie existed until right now.
Well, you can watch it right now if you wanted to. In a statement released by Bayona, he said about the Lord of the Rings project, J.R.R. Tolkien created one of the most extraordinary and inspiring stories of all time. And as a lifelong fan, it is an honor and a joy to join this amazing team. I can't wait to take audiences around the world to Middle-earth and have them discover the wonders of the Second Age with a never-before-seen story.
Cool.
So, yeah. Whatever.
The other big director news this week is packaged right alongside the news that apparently DC is still doing a standalone Flash movie.
I thought that was fucking canceled.
Yeah, a standalone Flash movie starring Ezra Miller, who I actually really liked in the role.
Yeah.
All things considered.
I like him in person, too. He's fucking weird. I love it.
Yeah, we need more crazy people in Hollywood.
You know, he loves Marianne Williamson. I guarantee it.
Oh, I bet he does.
I don't know for sure, but I bet he loves her.
Good.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's been a lot of delays in the creation of this project, seemingly stemming from a disagreement between Ezra Miller and the film's previous writers and directors, John Francis Daley and Jonathan Goldstein. The guy from Freaks and Geeks? Yeah. Yeah. Now, apparently Ezra Miller wanted the film to be dark, while Daley and Goldstein wanted it to be a bit more fun and lighthearted for the kids, which could have worked out quite well considering they were the ones who wrote Spider-Man Homecoming.
It would have been a good move.
Instead, their script has been tossed.
Get out of here.
Throw it in the trash. Flush it down the script toilet. New writers have been brought in, and they've also found a new director, which, out of all this news, is the most interesting part. The standalone Flash movie will now be directed by Andy Muschietti, the director behind It Chapter 2, and the somewhat recently announced Attack on Titan live-action film from Warner Bros. So, yeah, it seems like if Warner has a movie they think is near impossible to create while pleasing fans, they just hand it over to Andy Muschietti.
There you go, you did that once.
Does a little voodoo in his house, kills a couple chickens, and brings a great script in.
Yeah.
He's proven himself capable of doing that at least once.
Everyone was like, this It movie is not going to work. And you know what? He proved him wrong. And then they were like, cool, next impossible task, Attack on Titan. And he's like, I'll fucking do it.
Yeah.
And they're like, wait, this guy's fucking crazy. He wants to do Attack on Titan, a Western live action version of it? There's only one person we can think of to take on a Flash movie at this point. So, I mean, that's cool.
Meanwhile, he's just sitting at home. Andy is a very dull boy.
Mm-hmm. We'll see what he gets next. I mean, it Chapter 2 it's already like baked in that it's going to be good. If the first one was good, you're just going to get more of the same. So
you would think.
Anyways, we also got potentially the first news for a series that could air exclusively on Warner Media's new streaming platform, and it's going to be a prequel to the movie Gremlins.
You asked for it, you got it. We heard you loud and clear, gamers. I mean, Gremlins fans.
Yeah, like thousands, dozens of you were clamoring for this, and guess what? Here it is. Anyways, it's going to be a 10-episode animated series called Secrets of the Mogwai, and it's described as follows. In the animated television adaptation, we travel back to 1920s Shanghai.
We picked out the most racist moments from the original Gremlins film, and we decided to make a whole movie based around that.
Yeah.
It's like, it is fucking shocking to go back and watch that. Like, oh my God.
In the original press release for this, they had, we traveled back to the Orient, and they crossed it out, and they're like, no.
Why? What? You can't call it the Orient anymore? Gosh.
But they're Orientals.
You can't say anything anymore.
Anyways, they travel back to 1920s Shanghai to reveal the story of how 10-year-old Sam Wing, future shop owner Mr. Wing in the 1984 movie, met the young Mogwai called Gizmo. Along with a teenage street thief named Elle, Sam and Gizmo take a perilous journey through the Chinese countryside, encountering and sometimes battling colorful monsters and spirits from Chinese folklore. On their quest to return Gizmo to his family and uncover a legendary treasure, they are pursued by a power-hungry industrialist and his growing army of evil gremlins.
The timeline of this also is like right during like the fall of the Chinese Empire, when like basically the transitional phase before like full-on communism came along. Very colorful, interesting time of a lot of ideological violence. Great setting for a Gremlins.
Yeah, cartoon.
Gremlins cartoon. Holy shit.
It's fucking awesome. Well, that sounds like it's, you know what? Speaking of tasks that Warner are handing to people, it sounds like this will be one of them.
Netflix has their Stranger Things. Hulu has The Handmaid's Tale.
We have the Gremlins.
Warner Media has the Gremlins cartoon that takes place in China and will absolutely not be racist. We swear.
No. Anyways, let's move on.
In the war against Movie Pass news this week,
Yeah.
it's still around, I guess. It's good news for people who want a movie theater subscription model, but who also live in areas where Regal cinemas are the only nationwide chain that operates. Because Regal's about to start up their own unlimited ticket program real soon, and it shouldn't come as a surprise that it will be almost entirely identical to the AMC Stubbs A-List thing, right down to the pricing. Regal's unlimited plan will cost anywhere between $18 to $24 per month, depending on where you live. And they say that your membership will have perks like 10% off concessions.
Wow, cheap popcorn? You mean I'm going to get 5 cents off?
That's like an extra bite in every hot dog.
Yeah.
No word yet on whether or not this plan will include tickets to higher-end screenings like IMAX, but if they want to compete with AMC's plan, it would be smart for them to do so.
Yeah. No word on when it's launching, but that'll pretty much be another nail in the coffin for old Movie Pass, who at this point was probably relying on Regal Cinemas.
Yeah.
Anyways, rounding out this week's news dump, we have some promo shots from some highly anticipated properties, starting with some images and stuff from Netflix's upcoming series based on The Witcher. It shows off a few of the cast members in full costume and makeup, and with this release, fans, they seem to be a lot more on board with Henry Cavill's portrayal of Geralt than they...
Geralt of Rivia.
I know, I get it. I knew you would...
Geraldo Rivera.
They seem to be more on board with Geralt than they'd previously been when he was originally announced as the lead, so that's cool. It literally just looks like people's original photoshops of what he would look like.
Well, the only difference is they gave him a fucking beard. When he was, and this is true in the games, when Geralt is clean shaven, he looks like a male porn star. You have to give him facial hair or it's just very weird and kind of weirdly sexual.
The Witcher series is supposed to premiere on Netflix sometime later this year, but according to some industry sources, they could be showing off some more promotional material at Comic-Con later this month. So, guess what? don't go stand in the heat. Just sit at home and wait for it to appear online. Because it's coming out soon enough that they're just going to drop it online immediately. If they do. Yeah.
Also in the category of first look promotional material, Bill and Ted 3 has already started filming in New Orleans. And there's either lax security at the filming locations or the studio is just happily providing some access to the set. It's like the Joker thing all over again. Either way, there are already some shots of Keanu Reeves and Alex Winter as Bill and Ted, complete with the time-traveling phone booth and, well, Keanu Reeves really needs to never shave because he looks weird.
Yeah.
There's a reason he's had that beard for the last couple of years, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, we know he's not chubby because we literally just saw him on stage at E3, but for some reason, without a beard, he looks like he's gained a ton of weight.
Yeah,
That's just how people age. I understand. The man is like 52 years old. It's fine. This could honestly, it could also be makeup because they're supposed to look old in the movie, and most mortal people, normal ones, don't age like Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
It would be unrealistic to actually have him just step in front of the camera and act as if that's how his character would have looked 40 years later.
Absolutely not. This is unbelievable. No one will look this good in 30 years in the future. Please.
Keanu, here's a pint of ice cream, and I want to watch you eat that whole fucking thing.
Keanu, we got you. Just go to the taps. We got you covered. It's all on us. Drink all the beer and eat all the ice cream you want.
I get it, because like Alex Winter looks like he's aged normal. Like he looks fine, but he's not like he looks like his age.
Yeah.
Keanu is ageless, and it's just like,
Yeah.
We didn't really think about this part, but this is odd.
It's like if Paul Rudd time traveled from Clueless, and they were like, Paul, come on, we got to get you in the chair, get some old man makeup on you.
Yeah, it's true. So that could be it.
Anyways, as far as trailers this week, there was one that actually looks great and came kind of out of nowhere. I hadn't even planned on it. Listen, I like these mystery movies now. I even liked the Adam Sandler one.
Here's the thing, so the Knives Out trailer, directed by everyone's favorite Star Wars director, Rian Johnson.
Yeah.
It's got a great cast: Chris Evans, Daniel Craig, Toni Collette, Jamie Lee Curtis, Michael Shannon, Lakeith Stanfield, Don Johnson. See, I think this movie is going to be good. I think the trailer does not do a great job portraying that.
Yeah.
I think it's a bad trailer for a movie that's probably going to be good.
Having said that, I think that it is in the movie's best interest to fuck around with these trailers and, like, I don't know. I've rarely been interested in one of these whodunit movies. I didn't even know Game Night was a whodunit movie because I watched the trailer and I was just like, hey, whatever.
Well, it's hard, especially these movies that take place, like, in one room, mostly. It's hard to cut together a sizzle for that.
Yeah, especially because things happen throughout the course of it that you can't show continuity-wise in the shot.
Yeah, you can only really use footage from like the first act.
Yeah.
And there's just not a lot of variation. So I
think
get
it'd
it.
Be great. I did love that before the release of the trailer, there's like this conspiracy of like, if people actually liked The Last Jedi, there would be director of Last Jedi stuff all over this marketing. And then like the trailer comes out and it's like the first thing in the trailer. Anyways. Yes, this weekend, RTX. If you're going to be there, please come say hi. We are going to be doing, I think we have like an hour-long show Sunday morning. It starts at 12:30, so hopefully
we're going to go until they kick us out.
And I'm not starting until the Women's World Cup is over. That's not true. We'll start promptly at 12:30, but I'll have it on in the background.
The game's at like 8, so.
That's like 11 or something.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, unless there's extra time.
No one spoil anything.
I'll watch it on stage. I'll give you the play-by-play. Anyways, 12:30 p.m. on Sunday at RTX. Go to their app if you want to locate exactly where we're at. We're also going to have a merch booth. We'll post pictures on Twitter of where that merch booth is. Follow Internet Today at Internet Today TV or either of us. We also have a brand new exclusive podcast for you to listen to. It went up on Monday. If you're a member of the Patreon or you're a member on YouTube, you can go to the community tab or the Patreon page and listen to that. We're also going to be recording one in Austin, hopefully, on Monday. So we have to remember to fucking bring that thing.
Yeah.
A little recording.
Good idea.
Also, 2 new episodes. We watched a brand new episode of Tech News Day and another episode of News Dump. And we'll see you very soon for Weekly Weird News. Sorry there's not more episodes this week. It's a short week with a holiday and we're traveling. So, sorry.
You'll deal with it.
See you for Weekly Weird News.
Bye-bye.